Little characters.
Ganondorf.
There's always one. There's always one Ganon that slips through the crack.
Something, you're right. I mean, that's like kind of a frequent occurrence.
So we got two actually. Rosden as well.
We're getting the whole Zelda, the whole franchise involved in DNA today, because here we go. We got Zelda herself coming out on the heels of SweetLew this time, making top 16 winner side, I believe, for the first time.
89th.
Yeah, after entering these brackets quite a bit, a lot of other brackets, grind definitely paying off, and is going to be getting to play Noot, who I believe.
Noot. That's a great tag for a Dedede player. Shout out to Pingu.
Yeah, it's honestly is a really good Dedede tag.
It's a good tag.
I love the continuity in tags like that.
I love that too.
Where it just matches.
Which is why I'm so sad I wasn't able to play Wolf.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. I guess.
Wolf player named Fang. Come on, you can't tell me that would have been sick.
That is true, man. But I mean, for every Noot in the world, there is also like a Kirby kid. So
that's true.
You know, you just gotta. They come and they go, and okay, not gonna kill.
So this matchup, we're seeing lots of like low tiers today. I feel like doing really, really well.
Yeah, that is good weight.
This matchup, I feel like, is heavily dictated with how Dedede can keep up with avoiding Phantom, because Dedede's airspeed is not the greatest on the ground. I feel like Nehru's Love and Phantom are going to be very, very difficult tools to mitigate around, because Gordo kind of gets nullified by them. That being said, really good catch by Noot.
Yo, and low, very low key, honestly. Dedede, especially after that whole graph came out last week, is apparently a really good Wi-Fi character.
Oh yeah,
getting those results that you wouldn't expect.
I mean, you got like a lot of them right now. You've got Adamus, you got Epic Kalido, you've got Pop Niffy. There's a lot of Dedede players doing really. Oh, Symphony is. You can't forget Symphony.
Yeah,
a lot of really great Dedede players like doing it right now on the over the wireless connection. Yeah, the wireless fireless.
I don't know what has made everyone want to use this Dedede so much, but apparently, I mean, the character is good enough to make it happen. A lot of exploits.
Tough to deal with.
It is, dude. I mean, he hits like a ton of bricks. Honestly, as bad as Gordo can be for Dedede, it's also pretty good.
He hits hard, he lives forever, he's got multiple jumps, he has recovery that can't be edge guarded unless you hit him at like the apex of it, which is pretty hard because most Dededes will just burn all their jumps and then go to ledge. He can condition jumping and mid-range play really well. His ledge trapping with Gordo is godlike. Like, he's got some great tools. They're just like stapled to like a garbage truck.
Yeah.
But a really shiny garbage truck.
It's true. I mean, he's got a pretty nice robe.
It's true. He's a king.
He is a king. It's a pretty nice hammer, too, honestly. Very good shape.
Yeah. No. He's got to lug that thing around all the time while flying and jumping around. He's just a penguin, man.
Dude, my favorite thing about King Dedede is that Glenn tweet where he goes, this character, he's literally carried to the stage. Like, that's how carried he is. And I'm just like, yo, kinda. That's actually true.
Glenn, for all the complaining Glenn does, he's got some bangers in the vault for sure.
Yeah, they're like, they sneak through. Like, you don't always expect it, but like, when he hits one, you're just like, yeah, that's pretty funny. Dude, he's carried.
It's so funny.
Oh, going down low, you usually see those hit, but Dedede just has so much space to recover between the 3 jumps and the big vertical and that back air. Oh my goodness gracious.
There you go.
It's going to clear it out.
I think that's the thing SweetLew has to be operating more off of. Like, I feel like a lot of Zeldas get trapped in the analysis paralysis of I have to shoot Phantom or I'm going to lose the game. And I feel like you can play out of shields pretty solidly with Zelda and also have a lot of mix-ups on your landing. You know, but Noot like played really, really intelligently around Phantom and everything like that. Like when he got in, like he was able to condition SweetLew to do a lot of unsafe stuff out of shield. Like for instance, every time SweetLew would try to jump out of shield, an up smash would be following that very, very quickly.
Yeah, man. I know it looked like SweetLew was trying to land a lot of those like bears and fairs. It just looks like having a hard time spacing them. And that's the other thing about Dedede is like there's a lot of range on that hammer. Like
for sure. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a sword. You can't roll in mid range against him because F tilt can actually punish it really well. Back air spacing is super crucial with Dedede as well. So it is tough to fight this character mid-range. You have to either be in his face or completely across the stage from him.
Yeah, yes. And even when you're completely across the stage, it's really goofy how some of the Gordo reflections go. Because like he can catch it still, or just inhale it and shoot it back out, whatever the case is.
It's like fighting a football.
Dude,
you don't know how to catch that thing when it's
he's a wild character.
He's great.
I feel better knowing that like that character actually is good online, because I was feeling there was a while there where I'm seeing DDDs kind of pop off, and I'm like, what's good? Like I thought this character was bad. Again, you always hear like the mains slandering the character, so you're just like, oh, this character isn't good. But in reality, it's like they actually are somehow. It's just like when Mars denies that ZSS is a good character. It's like the same idea. It can happen.
Have you seen his YouTube?
Yeah, it happens whether the character's good or bad.
He runs a poll every time where he says which character's better, and it's just a random character in a Zero Suit, and the other character always gets voted for in terms of who's the better character.
Drones, I say. Drones! I'm just joking. Stand up to him, he's lying. The character's amazing. Alright, though. I mean, even Noot himself saying DDD is trash. Look at that. Right in the tag. That's a lie.
My favorite is when people willingly decide to play a character and then call them bad.
I know, right? Like, why?
It's like the meme of the dude riding the bike and then he sticks the stick into the, the rims of his bike and he's like, "Look what happened to me." Just picture him like riding his bike and he sticks out the stick and he's like, "Oh, DDD's trash."
I'm trying to imagine what DDD would look like on a bike. I don't even think it's possible.
Some people play these characters out of pure spite. That's the thing. Like, some people are just stapled. Like, this is their character that they identify the most with in terms of no other character fits like a glove, and you're just trapped in this horrible existence where you have to play this character that's absolute garbage, and you have to make this trash can look as shiny as possible while being resentful and spiteful the entire time you're playing the character.
Yeah, some people really do go that route, man. And I feel
it's like Sisyphus pushing the rock up the hill the entire time.
Yeah, like, bro, it's just going to crumble or fall down. Like, what are you doing? Oh!
Ooh,
that was
great. That would have been a very early stock right there, too. That up air is powerful.
This is tricky, man. I mean, dealing with DDD really can be a handful. It's... Especially with like Zelda, like the moves that are going to kill DDD or be a really big impact are going to be ones that you're going to have to land close, and then stuff like that can happen.
He's also just a character I feel like you have to know the matchup for. I feel like a lot of people try to skate by on the fact that DDD is not good. He's heavy, so he's big, so he's got bad disadvantage. But I feel like you have to be really good at not falling for the good things DDD has, which is make sure you make sure you know what move in your kit can swat Gordo away the easiest. Make sure you know what's able to punish him. Make sure you know like. Also, every DDD has like several tricks they'll like to do. Like if you try to catch them on the ledge with something, they'll overshoot ledge with up B, or they'll time their jumps so that the very last jump they have, they'll space like the lowest back air possible. Like every DDD knows how to maximize and juice the most out of their kit. You just honestly have to be a bit more patient. What else is good? I'd say mid-range. Don't be afraid to run in and just grab. You'd be surprised about how many DDDs will just wait for you to overshield and then they'll condition you by F-tilting or running up and grabbing. You know?
SweetLew is really keeping composed out here.
He's doing good, yeah. And I know that's traditionally a problem that SweetLew has is being a bit more patient than her opponent when her opponent starts camping her out. Yeah, but she's holding it down really, really well. Yeah, that's good to see.
And that's like a pretty common thing. Like that's sometimes can be tough when you're playing games and you want the game to advance and whatever your opponent's playing, maybe a little bit defensive or a little bit passively. You know, it's understandable.
Some matchups are a war of attrition. You know.
Yep.
It's who can wear down the other person first to make them see red.
Yeah, it's totally a mindset too. So look out. Okay.
That what she did right there, I don't like. You don't want to completely disengage in neutral and run to the other side of the stage. Like I think SweetLew could have accomplished the same thing by just hanging out center stage when Noot retreated to platform, rather than completely giving up stage control. Because now you're just letting DDD get back for free and letting him play neutral again.
Yeah, there has to be some sort of engagement. It looked like she was trying to do Nairu's Love there or something.
Oh yeah,
just to send it back and.
I feel like she could just stay mid-range and do Nairu's, like if the because she just put herself in a corner completely. Like she ran full across stage as soon as she saw Gordo came out, and you can't be scared against Dedede. You cannot give him the stage control he so desperately wants. Yeah, just keep following up, shark those landings. Do your best to stay on top of him, and if you have to reset neutral, reset, but don't reset colossally, or else you give Dedede exactly what he wants. That was really good.
Yeah, that was good. Let the knight do, or let the phantom do the work.
Okay, tried to go for the Furor's win kill right there. Yeah, I know move names.
Has gotten some percent on it this game. Hasn't really gotten the big knockback that she's looking for, but I feel like it's a matter of time, depending if the spacing is there. And
so Zelda's got some scary out of shield options. Like if Dedede breathes on her shield wrong, she can just do lightning kick out of shield. Like Dedede's big enough to where that sweet spot is probably gonna hit all of them. Yeah, nice catch.
It was bound to happen. So there it is. Finally happens.
You did call it.
Noot still in control here, though. This is a pretty good lead for him.
SweetLew just has to stay composed, I feel like, and just not, there you go. Just keep doing that. Let Dedede come to you.
Yep, absolutely. Use Zelda's tools. Like that's how it goes.
Noot though now kind of finding himself a little bit on the back foot. Zelda can play the zoning game a bit more quickly. Like Gordo and Inhale are very, very good, but Zelda has the Din's Fire, up B. That was crazy. Oh my god! I almost got hit by twice.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, that's.
If that was any other character, that was almost would have been death.
Oh yeah,
he was very heavy.
Oh no! Jumped back a little too far and couldn't get that out. This is gonna be scary. How does she get off ledge? Ooh, Greg gonna take the bullet for her.
I love that. All right, dude. Let's see. Where's this going? Solid connect on that. Weird direction to be sent. Okay, got him with the up air, taking it to game 3.
That was some good composure from SweetLew, I gotta say. Like, it seemed like Noot had her on the ropes, and she just really hung tough and didn't do anything like antsy or stupid. Like, she did a really great job of just holding fast, like waiting for disadvantage to happen. I don't think Noot saw that up B mix-up coming at all either.
Yeah, I don't think so either. That was it finally landed up there because it looked like she was just a little bit off on that. Every time she was throwing it out, she's throwing it out a lot that last game.
Oh yeah.
Just couldn't quite connect. Noot was always just a little bit above, but finally connects just in time too. Really needed that.
Yeah. That was a good clutch right there for sure. Clutching up. Now you got a game 3 coming in hot. I'm wondering where Noot is going to take SweetLew this time. I don't know if they're going to go back to town or if they're going to go somewhere else. I feel like somewhere smaller, perhaps. Yeah, okay. Yeah. This makes sense for sure. And we got Cynthia's theme on. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was
a good song in this game.
Good tune. One of the better ones for the stage.
Oh, for sure.
Or I should say for all the Pokemon stages, since that's how this game works. But
yeah. Wow. Oh, wow. Really smart on Noot's part right there. Just get the grab right after. Nehru's Love is actually way more active than it looks like. Like, even after the little diamond is gone.
Oh, yeah. That move hits forever.
Oh, yeah. It's a good grab right there. I feel like knowing how to play against Dedede is, like, Zelda and Dedede, I feel like, are two characters on especially on Wi-Fi that you need to know, like, the basic stuff in the matchup that every Zelda or Dedede does. And you need to know how to have counterplay against it with your own character. Right. This really is battle of the Wi-Fi characters that get everyone's goat, so to speak.
I mean, that's true, dude. It's like a little unconventional to how you usually play the game, you know. And you do sort of just associate like low tier with this character, despite the landscape of things, and sometimes that has something to do with it too.
Even the low tiers in this game are like tier lists only really super matter at, like, I'd say like a mid to like maybe high plus level. Like, I feel like even mid level, I feel like if you're a good enough character specialist, you can take on anybody. Like if you just have better character knowledge, more comfort with your character, I'm very confident that you can beat even some of the best players.
I think so too. I would say most every character in this game, with all 80 or so, there's some viability to be had.
Oh yeah, they've all at least got one good tool going for them. Mm-hmm. Even Mac has something going for him. This is looking tough for SweetLew, though. The longevity of Dedede is really scary to deal with because this character is fat. He lives forever, and but SweetLew gonna clean it up. Yeah, these lightning kicks out of shield have been working really, really well for her. This is tense. One of these players is gonna make top 8 through winner's side today. You know?
Yeah, man. I know SweetLew really wants this. I know Noot has actually been doing pretty well in these tournaments. I believe got top 8 with it was either last week or the week before.
Noot.
And yeah, overall, really solid Dedede. I think I can't remember if it was like 4th or something, or maybe not. No, I might be thinking of Guerrero, who is my god.
Yeah, Guerrero. There's been Guerrero. I forgot about how well Guerrero's been doing too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one. That's another one. I don't know. They may have not actually turned up for this, but they were entered.
This is looking mighty spooky for SweetLew, though. Yeah, that's tough. The nerves definitely came out. And I feel like SweetLew, once I've noticed a pattern in SweetLew's play when she does get very nervous, she starts to go for a lot more high risk options.
That's a good call. I noticed that.
She'll tend to do, especially that up B. Like I literally just commentated a set over the weekend for RJ where she competed, and that's the same way she lost there too. So definitely, like, when you get nervous, learn to detect your nervous habits and work actively to it's hard. I'm sure even the most solid of players, game 3, when you've got a lot riding on, like a goal or an expectation riding on a set, like you'll do something that you wouldn't normally do like earlier on into the game. But it's very, very important, as Jackal has said, composure is probably the most important aspect of this game. If you can keep your composure, you'll be winning more consistently against your opponent. And that's it. That being said, Noot, very solid. Very, very solid finisher there. He really took control of that game. Like, his Gordo placement was fantastic. He was getting very solid up smashes out of shield. He just kept the cooler head, I'd say, throughout that set.
Yeah, and overall good games. I mean, that was a good set, honestly. And that game 2 was pretty clutch coming out from Lew. And then Noot's been a really good player in these brackets. So, you know, it's not a bad place to end up in losers too. Gonna have to play Beast for top 8. That's gonna be tricky, but hey, man, I mean, it's still a good run so far.